What up, fishing friends? Guess what? I've got a new kit, a new fishing kit. It's another one of the bank and creek fishing kits from the guys over at Lurenet. And I don't know how many of these they're doing. This one is for May and June. And I think for $39.99, these are really cool little fishing kits. A lot of great value, some cool, unique baits. And you know, I love unique stuff. I love custom painted stuff. I love tailored kits. So these bank and creek, plus I like to fish from the bank. So this kind of kit really appeals to me. I'm going to link right here to a video of the past kit, the kit from the previous 2 months. Maybe they do one of these every 2 months and have 6 per year. I don't know. But all I know is they make 300 kits. That's it. So if you're interested in these, you kind of have to jump on them fairly quick. I don't know how long it takes for them to sell out. But this one's pretty cool because they've got 3 custom painted lures in the kit. So let's crack it open. Okay, first feature, if you want to call it a feature, is they give you a tackle bag, a plastic zippered tackle bag to keep all your lures in one place. And you know, I like to go simple as well, especially when I'm fishing from the bank or I'm hopping in my kayak. I would use something like this, throw and go. Now, it's not the super highest quality bag, but you're really not buying the bag, you're buying the baits in the bag. But either way, it will work for a lot of guys. Okay, the custom painted lures I'm going to set aside, and we'll look at them last. And in the meantime, let's kind of start with what everything else they've got in here. Now, the thing to keep in mind when you're fishing in small streams and creeks, this almost could be considered a multi-species little tackle kit because you don't know what you're going to find. You might find some trout, you might find some bluegill, you might find some crappie or some bass. You might even find something a little more exotic than that. So they give you a variety of lures that should give you the ability to catch whatever's in there at any given time. First up, and this is great, as the water starts warming and the outside temperature warms up, you need a good buzz bait. And War Eagle makes one of the best buzz baits out there. And for me, I like either a black buzz bait or a white buzz bait. So they got the right color. I'm really happy with a War Eagle buzz bait. This is the 1/4 ounce. Okay, then we've got a couple of panfish baits here from Bobby Garland. Let's look at this one first. This is the original baby shad. And this shape, this shad shape, for me, I find works great for panfish. I probably throw this shad shape soft plastic grub more than anything when I'm fishing for panfish lures. It has a straight tail, they're 2 inches long, and this color is called Purple Monkey. Purple Monkey. That's the color. That is a great little color. Don't you agree? Really, really like it. Great little bait. And it's going to go great on these little Crappie Pro jig heads. This is also included in the kit. Sorry for the flash, the reflection. But these little jig heads and this little grub, they're going to fish very well together. Then, to give you a little variety, they're also giving you some twin tail, what I'd call twin tail grubs. They also kind of look like a little flipping bait almost. But it has a nice twin tail grub tail and a pretty good sized head or body that is going to fit well on a Ned rig or on a jig head, that kind of thing. The pile driver is 2.5 inches long. And this color is called Threadfin Shad. Okay, so the pile diver up close. I've got a lot more light shining now, so you might notice a difference in the light, but I wanted you to kind of see the detail and the reflection and the color of this little guy. Quite a nice little bait. And then from Jean LaRue, you've got a little Ned rig bait. This is the Ned rig inch worm. This color is called Sooner Run. Comes in a 7-pack. Okay, it's got a nice hook keeper slot. It's ribbed, kind of like a French fry, but not as prominent. Plus you've got narrower ribs on this side and wider ribs on the underside, and then it has a little paddle tail. And they actually this month, along with this little Ned Rig bait, the Ned Rig inchworm, they also give you some Jean LaRue jig heads to rig it on. The pig head jig head. And these are little football head Ned Rigs with an O'Shaughnessy style hook. Let's rig one up and see what it looks like. Okay, there's this little super finessey jig head. That's kind of what it would stand up in the water. And of course it's got a wire weed guard, and this bait keeper is pretty prominent. And this little O'Shaughnessy bend I really dig. Jewel Baits makes a lot of hooks, a lot of their jigs with this type bended hook, and I think it's great for hookups. Okay, that's how it looks rigged up. I did have to bite kind of the bulbous head off. It was too fat and beefy. But on this little football Ned head, I think looks pretty decent. Pretty cool. All right, now let's look at the custom paints here. First is the Super Spook Boyo. Great little walking topwater bait. And you can fish this over grass, you can fish it around cover, trees, stumps, laydowns, anywhere where you're looking for a little nice topwater bite. Bam, this looks great. This color's called Bleeding Pearl. And you know, these are so nice, you may be tempted not to open the package to save it. And hey, if that's your preference, hey, no problem. That's a nice color. Look at that thing. Very, very nice. Very cool. It's got a little knocker. That's pretty darn sweet, don't you think? Next up is the Cotton Cordell Crazy Shad. And this also is a topwater prop bait. Again, this is another great bait that you can work it over beds. Once the spawn's over, you can definitely fish it over grass, holes, humps, any place where the fish are going to congregate. Dude, this, golly. Those boys at Lurenet, they have a great paint shop. Wow. This is a great dirty water color as well. You know, it's a bunch of fire tiger colors, but in a very unique paint pattern. That thing is beautiful. Really, really love that. That's it. You got your props on both sides. Very nice little bait. Wow, can you believe it? And the final custom painted product is another topwater bait, the Rebel Pop R. And of course the Pop R is a tried and true popper. This little bad boy catches fish. The color's called Shimmer Brim, and you know I gotta have a brim colored bait if I'm fishing ponds, creeks. I love a brim or a bluegill colored bait. And what better bait than a Pop R? Love the feathered treble. Man, that has bluegill written all over it. Brim. Oh my goodness. That's a pretty paint job. You got your red cup, and you can see the little rattles in there. Very nice. Shimmer brim. 3 sick. Very cool. Custom painted baits. Okay, so that's all the baits in the kit, the baits in the terminal tackle. In addition to that, they also give you a few stickers. You got a nice Rebel sticker. You got a Lurenet sticker, a little hard to see because it's clear, but it says Lurenet there, Fishing Headquarters. They also give you this cool little flyer that you can scan, and it tells you the ins and outs of all the products in the kit. And here they are. Okay, another cool thing that you're not going to get in any other kit is real art. Frank Scalish fishing art. There's only 300 of these made because there's 300 kits. This is number 14 out of 300. This drawing tells you how to fish the custom painted Crazy Shad. Pretty awesome. In fact, I think this is super cool. Some of you may not care, but to me, this really kind of puts the polish, the shiny on this creek and bank fishing kit. Okay, that does it. What do you think of the kit? I would love to hear your opinion. I would love to know what you think. If you like it, if you want to get one, you need to head over to Lurenet and grab it, because like I said, they've only got 300 of them. I hope this was helpful, informative, and fun. If so, please share the video with somebody. Let them see what's cooking over at the Mr. Bass channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. Until next time, this is Mr. Bass. Happy fishing!